Let us understand the intelligent quotient, emotional quotient, and various quotients which we use to analyze or quantify the human intelligence or the intelligence of a person. So, as usual, most of the videos, my videos, if you all look into it, it is not based on YouTube because we are very new to the YouTube space. We used to type and share messages in WhatsApp, but now we thought of showing it in a video so that community members in WhatsApp can find it more useful. So this is one such question that came where one side parents would be saying my son has a very low IQ and they are worried about it. On the other side, parents are very happy that their child is having a high IQ. But if you look deeper, how this IQ concept itself has started it is very funny. It was meant for a French student in France for children to assess for a school level for them to develop their thought process to go to the next class. It is not even meant for whole globe. It's not even tested. Somewhere many scientists, they all took that particular model, that concept, and they designed a test around it, and they made it believe. People started looking into it as if it is one of the Einstein has very high number and some lady has some high number. But if you look at all these high intelligent people, no, are they really happy? End of the day, they were living mostly lonely life. They didn't have any a normal person could enjoy. They couldn't do it. So it is not that analytical thinking or that exam result what you are getting, it doesn't decide your factor. So many factors behind are there in a human mind. So this is just one of the tool meant for a different purpose. Unfortunately, that is not. People are using it for a entire analysis of a human mind, which is totally wrong. Now a lot of scientists have been disproving it and saying it is of no use. It's wrongly misguided tool to measure the human intelligence. So then later they discovered and they came out emotion plays a huge role. Maybe a person with high IQ will be very bad at emotional intelligence. So he might be a big failure. For example, Newton is a very big scientist, but if you look into his lifetime, he lost a lot of money in his stock market. So if you are so intelligent, you should have been extraordinarily rich, right? Or take Tesla. He is like a legend in the science world who even now we are using his invention and he has helped mankind, but his life was very miserable. So emotional intelligence played a very huge role. And then people were like, people with high emotional intelligence, maybe people who are emotionally a lot more stable or detached, but they might be lacking some other skills. Then again, after that, another set of scientists came and they said the curiosity quotient is very important. They said as long as the human mind is curious and they are willing to learn and explore, they can solve any complex problem. Most of the employers believe in curiosity quotient, which plays an important role in selecting their employees who will be loyal to them and they will be problem solvers for the company. Then again, after that, another set of scientists came and they said adaptability quotient. They introduced another concept where they were telling like it's all about how quickly human can collaborate with machine and work in the space of artificial intelligence and machine learning. That is the future now, the next trend at least, because most of the jobs what people are working, most of the jobs will be nullified very soon in next 5 years. People who are in that mundane job, regular people management or mundane, even if you take a taxi today, in another 5 years it's very highly likely that there will be driverless. Already it started testing in many places. So machines will start replacing human being in multiple areas. So artificial intelligence and machine learning, that is the adaptability quotient, will be another tool for assessing human being. And finally, somewhere they have settled down to a spiritual quotient. Now they're telling forget about all the quotients here. Spiritual quotient is that as long as that human person, that human being is spiritually evolved, all other things, all other qualities, adaptability, curiosity, cognitive thinking or rational thinking, all these things are byproduct of spiritual quotient people. So when the spiritual quotient is higher, automatically you have all the good qualities inside you. Now is there any test? Don't immediately stop this video and search Google what is spiritual quotient analysis or what is a test. People would just give their own version of test. Don't go with it. There is no proper tool to measure anybody's spiritual quotient. You are unique, only you will know how unique you are. And everybody is gifted and you are also gifted. You just need to unlock it. That's it. So that is an ongoing process to increase the spiritual quotient or to be more spiritual or evolved person. The best answer is meditation or spiritual practice. Start anywhere, but start immediately and start doing it. That should be the priority. The more you put your mind into these things, you are more spiritually evolved. because many times when I see people, no, they look for a let out. They always find, like, I want to have one circle here, I want to have a women's circle, I want to have a men's circle, I want to have a middle class circle, I want to have a Tamil circle, or I want to have a depending on various needs, they form one circle and they start letting it out. What happens is, at one stage, no, they always feel that they will let out all these things and they'll become empty. But unfortunately, what they are doing is they are making it as an addiction. They let out. At one time, they'll be working with that particular circle only. They'll forget the rest of the growth. So, more than letting out, when you are evolved more spiritually, put most of your time in a meditation or any spiritual practice, there is no need for let out. You will start accepting it. You will start understanding your problems. You will start seeing the situation as it is, and you will know how to react to that with a caution or with conscious. So that is the quality we'll have to develop, rather than going into a circle or getting ourselves entangled between two ends. So that is the best thing. So don't go behind this intelligent quotient or emotional quotient. More scientists will come, more new things will come. They'll start disproving what the other one has done. One thing that is not changed is what our ancestors or the Siddhas or enlightened people have taught us. Whatever they said is what's still relevant today, and that is what even science is coming to prove. So instead of waiting for a time or years to pass, get in immediately and get into a practice that is more comfortable for you, and start progressing, and that will automatically reflect to your next generation and people around you. I hope this clarifies you and puts your mind to rest, not to worry about these assessments and reports. And that's all I have for now, and I'll meet you in another interesting question in our discussion. Do join it if you feel these videos are useful for you. If you have learned something, do feel free to share it with your friends. We are always look out for a like-minded people, because that is how I learn from you all. The way you discuss and the way you ask questions, the way I ask questions, that is how we learn. Let's do share it. If you have any feedback and you feel you want something more, or there are some areas to improve, feel free to share it with us in the comments, and we take comments very seriously and we work on it. You will know from the video, from all these topics are questions you asked. That's what we are working. That's all I have for now. I hopefully will meet you in another interesting topic. Thank you.